Hey, what is up, guys? This is Saren, and this is my new hardcore Iron Woman currently. It might change that, efficiency, gotta do recruitment drive fastest. After that, technically not efficient to change, but I'll probably change it just because I usually play a dude. My main Iron Man's a dude, so don't think I'm like weird like that. I don't know. Currently, we are just picking up logs here on Lumberge, getting our fire making up, waiting for reset to come around. From there, I need to go do... Oh, actually doing divination early today won't be a thing. I don't know. I'm doing this probably for a little bit. We have to focus on happy hours. To give you guys an idea of what's going on right now, there's a challenge going on over on... started over by Twitch by Tickles, or Goose Tickles. In-game more Tickles on her main hardcore Iron Woman. A few other people are possibly going to be streaming it, but at the very least some other people are joining in. The challenge for this is to try and be the first one in game playtime to all God Wars dungeon... Come on, why aren't you doing this? Oh, because I'm not within a range. To try and obtain all of the drops from God Wars Dungeon 1, and then it's going to expand further from this. We're going to be super efficient in this because it's all based on playtime. I'll be back with some more stuff further on, documenting what I'm doing. Gonna do this for a little while though, probably until at least level 15, maybe further than that because I think it's faster than chopping oaks. Alright guys, so I've just gotten 15 fire making. Now we're going to do agility so that the fair event, doing all that with agility, will be a little bit faster. Other things I might want to do there is stuff like cooking. I did my mining there today to get myself up to 9 mining. This is primarily just so I can speed up when I can do what is that new what's mine is yours. And so yeah, we're just gonna be camping here till probably about 15 agility as well, maybe 20, not too long, and then we're gonna move on. Dailies will reset. I wasn't able to go and do one Big Chin, so I started the account about 20 minutes before Big Chin. Got there in time, but it was in Leota, sadly, so no luck. Alright guys, so there's level 15. We're actually going to go back doing some more fire making because level 30 is requirement for Sea Slug. Or, yeah, that's what it's called. And that'll get us our early fishing levels. In the meantime, right now, a few other people who are in the challenge, we got 3 here, but there's at least another 2 more who are making a clan. I left because I realized I wasn't needed and wanted to keep skilling, so dailies also happened, and we got a construction daily, so I'm going to try and make enough money for that. That shouldn't be too difficult. I know on my on one of my early level accounts, I easily got to level 50 construction pretty early on without too much effort, so yeah, we'll get to that. Alright guys, so we're trying to figure out the Nexus. Honestly, I have never done the Nexus properly because you don't actually ever have the people to do it, and now we're all here together and we have enough people, and I think I know what to do, but it's hard to coordinate, and I'm sort of just letting Tickles, and she's on stream, coordinate it, and I'm just not 100% sure about how this is actually going to be going on. So up to 5 prayers so far. This is going to be pretty slow if this is how we do it, but I've done it before. Eventually we'll probably get it figured out and we'll coordinate, but for the time being it's going to take a while. Alright guys, so we're at the fair right now. Happy hour popped up basically right after, or as I was making that last clip. It's been about 10 minutes of it now. And I'm doing agility to start off. We will be doing some cooking soon because we're going to be skipping over fishing, but I'm going to save that till later. Right now everyone basically is doing agility, and it's some easy levels for me because I went and, dang it, misclick, went and did 15 agility beforehand just because I knew I'd be doing some fair stuff. We should be in a really good position though. I'm definitely the first one to 100 total, at least for people who created the account. Today, I am a little bit faster than most people, though. They were sitting around making the clan. I started playing this as while like Tickles was still trying to figure out her account name. That took a while. Jokes. Anyways, we also have both our agility strange rocks, so I'm going to hand those in probably today because weekly reset's coming up. And I want to be able to get rocks next week. I forget how rocks work for weekly reset, but the experience will be pretty good if I get to, say, 35 maybe this happy hour, somewhere around there. We'll see. So hopefully this all goes pretty well. Fast agility levels get us to hopefully 75 before the end of the fair. We still have until June 5th, which is about 20 days of fair and doing happy hours, so lots of time. Lots of time. Alright guys, that happy hour is over. We ended up at 38 agility, a little bit over that 35 estimate, which is great. Always love to be a little bit over that rather than a little bit under. I'm going to use up these logs in a second. Getting my mining up with this just to maximize the Nemi profits from the mining spot. Other than that, I want to do my prayer before I go to Nemi. I know Tickles is going there right now, but I'm just thinking a bit ahead. I'm going to let them know I'm not doing Nemi till after Nexus. As I spell Nexus wrong, but that's okay. So we're doing the mining, going to use up the tokens, then I'm going to do a divination method that is smart to do when starting out an account, and then we're going to get back to doing the fire making. Okay guys, so I was just I apparently didn't stop that last clip. Don't know if I'm gonna show. Well, I could edit it down, but it was a 42-minute clip. We'll see. Anyways, though, this is the plan. I was just at the Nexus in case I didn't show the previous clip. Anyways, we're here at the curator. We're gonna pick up the memories here, and I'm gonna just talk to him because there was a mess up last time, and I don't know why the first chapter didn't spawn. I think it's because I didn't get all the chapters on me. So I'm just gonna make sure I talk to him. Yep, goodbye. Okay, and we're gonna head back over. I unlocked Yanil teleport earlier for it, so shouldn't be too bad. Alright guys, so we're here picking up all these memory fragments. We get 20 of them. They're each 250 experience no matter what level you are, so doing this at level 1 is the absolute best way to start off divination. As you guys can see, I've collected 7 now and I'm at level 12. This will get me all the way up to level 20, I believe, 19 or 20, something like that. It is incredibly insane to start off your account for divination. As you guys can see, level 20, almost 21, and there's the filled chapter. Alright guys, so I just sort of missed the level there, but I got 200 total. Good milestone right there to start off. We're still going to be working on some more fire making here. I did a murder mystery for 11 crafting as well to help get some levels. Once we're done this, we're going to go do sea slug to get some quick fishing levels, and we'll see what else we have to do. Now that we can do our caches, and I did one big chin earlier, I'm not sure if I mentioned that. We need to do a shooting star so we can start doing construction. That's also important. But we're getting really great progress in. Currently 4.5 hours into the account. Alright guys, so I got these strange rocks here, so I'm going to talk to these guys so they'll let me place them on the statue, gain the experience, so get me 30 fire making and 39 agility, and then we can go do some more questing. Turns out I'm not ahead in totals. Most likely, I know one of them that is ahead of me who did a waterfall quest, so that is definitely an easy thing to be behind on. And yeah, we're just gonna add these now. 1 and 2, 205, and we're gonna grab a bag from them. So I'm gonna go do a quest. Okay guys, so there's the quest done. We're up to 24 fishing from that, which is great. It means we can do some fly fishing with trout unlocked and just a bit away from salmon. Cooking will be done, caught up with at the fair, hopefully during happy hours. Other than that, maybe like a few quests like Can't really do Gertrude's. Actually, no, it's the raw sardine. Can probably do Gertrude's cat to get some experience. Cook's Assistant, of course. A few other quests like that. We're up to 228 total now, and we still have more to go, so let's continue on. Alright guys, so we're coming into the end of this cache. I'm getting a little bit more crest time in. One guy was in here with me, and he sort of screwed me over on getting 100 points on my first run. And yeah, 88 to end it. He crested off the start, so I was like, okay, I'll get 5 crests in after him, and there's our Diviner Robes top, very nice. But he decided that he was going to go AFK for a bit, and when he came back, he kept crashing partway into my creses, so not quite, but 88. If we do the 2 more of those, we'll get our full 200 points for the day. Anyways, that's 8 div levels coming in. We're off to a good start with divination as well. So I just finished up Jujik Ritual, and right before that I did the waterfall quest just to add some more, tack on some more levels. We are waiting currently for the happy hour to get our cooking up to 10 to make a red berry pie for Knight's sword. Wasn't thinking about that earlier. I think it's more efficient just to wait and do other quests until happy hour, and then do happy hour to get to level 10. Sounds better to me. Alright guys, so that is recruitment drive done. Good amount of levels right there coming up. I still have another hour until happy hour or so, so we'll continue with some other stuff. Thieving, or maybe I'll look at some other quests, but probably thieving, to be honest. I want to get that out of the way. Alright guys, so I just finished up the dig site quest. I also did the first Thieves Guild caper, so that was me getting agility up, and there's some more herb lore and mining levels. We'll see what goes on next. We still have another 55 minutes until our happy hour comes around. Alright guys, so I just logged back on. I had this plan to just try and stay up for the happy hour. I knew that wasn't going to happen, so I ended up remote viewing it. I think I did about 15 minutes at most. That's my estimate. And from there I was just like, I ended up falling asleep. It's now about a little over 2 hours, like 2 hours and 15 minutes later, and I'm ready again. I'm only up right now, just to clarify, because I woke up randomly. I don't know why. I literally, like, I think it's just because of the time, and my body's just like, yeah, and it's time for you to be up, right? So I'll probably end up having a nap in the afternoon or something, but I'm ready for another play session. So let's go. And there is the Knight's Sword done. There is 31 smithing instantly, which is 2 extra levels than if I were able to do it from level 1. So, alright guys, so we did the world hop method to get our fletching up to 20. I'm going to be doing oaks after this, hopefully get my wood cutting up to 30, and then we have a nice quest coming up. During the world hop method, it did take me a little while, so I ended up getting the 5-minute timeout for world hopping too much twice. The first time I went and grabbed some food, because eating's good for you, and the second time I went to Nemi and did my Nemi run, which, you know, farming's a little upsetting because I probably could have been a bit more efficient on that, getting that up higher sooner. But we did get 2 prayer levels, which I'm glad I waited until after doing some Nexus to do that. So happy hour is going to be in 11 minutes, so I'm going to cut down a few yew trees, put them in the bank, and go to happy hour. We need 1 cooking level and then agility, so see you guys there. Alright guys, we're partway through this happy hour. Just felt like I'd chime in here and inform you guys of like the plans with happy hour. So I should reach level 75 agility in about a week with this. That's just very rough estimates. It could be sooner, it could be a little bit later, within 10 days I think. It's 100% for sure. I might push that to 77. I don't need to push it anywhere further past that because I'll just do Heffens when I get to Prif. and getting any higher before that isn't necessary. So then after that, I'll do candy floss to get cooking up to around 70 plus. Realistically, I'll just push that as far as happy hours will take me. So that's the sort of plan with happy hours, just to give you guys a heads up. Good progress so far, of course, as always, and I seem to always be saying good progress. I think I'm noticing that. Even though I haven't looked back at my clips, I feel like I've been saying that a lot. But it's true, so. Alright guys, so we just finished up Beneath Cursed Tides. As you guys can see, I was awarded a lamp. There were 2 others actually that I started activating before I thought to make this clip. So we got 10k Airblower experience, putting me up to 30. I need 1 more level for Edgar's Ruse. I can either do Troll Stronghold right now to get 20,000 Airblower experience, or I can go do Jungle Potion to get a tiny bit. I'm going to do Jungle Potion for the tiny bit, only because I'm going to have to do Troll Stronghold anyways, right out to do Edgar's Ruse, of course. And it just makes more sense if, because I need to get Shiloh Village open and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to do Jungle Potion. I should be safe to do it at these levels. Alright guys, so I did some quests to make sure I got all of my weeklies done. I got all the penguins, I think, other than there's one in Port Phasmatis I will look into getting before reset, but I'm not 100% sure. I just did familiarization, so I'm gonna pick up... Who do I talk to? Okay, summoning agreements. There we are, guys. So, we get our box of summoning ingredients. Tons of raw chicken, wanted that. The leggings are really what I wanted. And some earth talent. An earth talisman will be nice for my wicked hood. And aside from that, later on, they'll have some uses. But I'm actually very happy with the chickens, to be honest with you, because I haven't done what's the wolf whistle yet. So this will be great. But there's all our dailies and weeklies done. I have to add the monthlies onto this list, but those won't come until the end of the month. We still have another 2 weeks until that comes around, so we're good. Alright guys, so one thing I've been wanting to do is get my construction going, so I went and picked up, how many was it? 27 times 5, so 135 planks at Barbarian Outpost, and then I went and bought 150 steel nails. Hopefully I don't bend too many of them. I need to get to level 19 or so, because I can actually do a few other things. For example, if I get my both my rocks, I've gotten 1 so far. If I can get the other one, then that would help out. Also, I was supposedly I have a daily challenge in this. It's been telling me all day, and then I go to my daily challenges and I got nothing there, so I'm a little bit confused by that. But hopefully, if I go and hand it in, it's just some sort of graphical bug or something. I'm not completely sure about that one. So I'm just running in and out for this. The my oak method is also done without a butler, so I'm going to probably get to 50 off of oaks without a butler, and then I'll just get a demon butler right away from then on. Alright guys, so just to give you an idea of how this works, you come in off the Sears lodestone here, you chop down these oak trees in the area. They're super close to the lodestone, so you waste almost no time, especially if you have quick teleports, but by this point you shouldn't, and you probably won't. Not that big of a deal though. Then you teleport through, and you simply buy planks at the plank maker here. You put your mouse about there apparently, and you buy them all. It's 7k in inventory, so a little bit expensive. I won't be able to do this very many times. Enter in building mode right here. And depending on what level you are, currently I can only do these oak chairs, but I'll be changing that hopefully pretty soon. I don't know what the next oak thing I can build is, but... So yeah, I hope that gives people a good idea on how to do early level construction. Alright guys, just a quick update. I went and did some dungeoneering to get my crafting up, so we can now do some more quests. But first, I am going to utilize this dungeoneering level to bank some ore, some iron ore for smithing. I'll be doing that, and then maybe come back with some quests, maybe some rune crafting, because that's my only skill that's level 1 now. Alright guys, so we're smithing this mine helmet. I have just completed Elemental Workshop 1 and 2 back to back here. Not that hard at all. Some really good levels coming out of it, which is why I wanted to do it. As you guys can see, we're already up to 37 smithing from that. Only need 730 iron ore now. And then our crafting is all the way up to 32, which is actually required for Darkness of Halvale. Along with just a bunch of other really helpful things. The silver jewelry could potentially be helpful. More importantly, maybe some of this stuff like the emerald ring. And yeah, just really great to have that out of the way, along with everything that's supplied by 37 smithing, but we're going to be getting that up further anyways by ourselves. So I have just finished up Fairy Tale Part 1. I also did Lost City and Nature Spirit so far today. I have basically a big questing grind to go on. Here's a bunch of farming stuff I can now do. I should probably get farming pretty soon, so that's going to help me though for my Nemi Forest run today. I think that I can probably do it now, but I'm going to keep doing some more quests to maybe get my prayer up or something like that. No point in wasting any experience, you know. Alright guys, here is Holy Grail done. I also did Merlin's Crystal, of course. Got a ton of prayer experience and defense experience. With that defense experience, I have another quest in mind, which is going to be a little bit painful to do, but we're going to do it anyway, so I'll be back. Alright. And there is Elemental Workshop 3 completed. That sucked quite a bit. We got this experience tome though. It's worth using it now, I guess, because I'd rather have the levels than level up a bit further just to get a tiny bit more experience. It's 75 experience per level that I would gain, so it's not really worth keeping it on me, since it also can't be banked as far as I'm aware. But there is nearly 40 defense, very nice, and 39 39 not defense, smithing. So we need another 643 iron. I'm thinking about doing that now, either that or fishing, so we'll see, probably both. Got another hour until happy hour, so I could probably get the mining out of the way, to be honest, but not the fishing. 800 total. So it's been a little bit since the clip, but we got 50 smithing done, so as you guys can see, the big one here, between Arank and Legends Quest, are the two that matter for us. Ultimate to end it. There we go, guys. That is 50, count it, 50 magic out of the way. One thing maybe I should have done was get a dragon bone and do Watchtower quest, but to be honest, this was far more preferable. There's a desert treasure wreck and a bunch of stuff there. Primarily for us is this Ivan staff, which we're gonna go get pretty soon here. Alright guys, so I was doing some coaching for a while. I needed 665 more experience for this level and decided to get it just over here real quick. So there's 50 thieving out of the way. Legends quest requirement, that was the primary thing. Secondary thing, and actually also technically a primary thing, is for, I can't see it, Underground Pass here. It is recommended to have 50 because of a shortcut. So that's all good. On the bright side, we can also do something else a little bit risky, but my internet's cutting out a lot right now, so I'll get back to that in a bit. Alright guys, so I just risked it for the biscuit. I didn't really want to be recording during that, but we got ourselves a ruin hatchet. Get into the tool belt. I'm going to do that in a bit, because I want to take a screenshot for the clannies to see that on a hardcore, I went to the axe hut, and we got out a nice ruin battle axe, which I'll high elk once I hit 55 magic, which will be sometime tomorrow, so that's sweet. Got a few more goals for tonight before I get off. And yeah, I'm not sure if you guys will see any more clips though for tonight, because it's just some really simple quests. Alright guys, so there is Between a Rock done. The greatest thing about this is we get a free room pick, so I didn't have to spend 32k on one. That's actually the whole point of me waiting off on it, otherwise at 41 I would have had one. We're also just one more level away from the mining level for Heroes Quest, then 2 more levels away for Legends Quest. 40 defense, also great for Lunar Diplomacy. Just a lot of good things coming from this quest. We did a couple others before this, by the way, and we have quite a few more to come today, although I'm going to go do this one mining level real quick. Alright guys, so we have finished Underground Pass. There's Ivan's Staff, a nice tier 50 magic weapon, 850 accuracy compared to my previous 454. That's almost 2 times as good. And we're going to be using this thing until level 60. After that I have another plan for another weapon that will be even better. Next up is a happy hour in about 8 minutes, and then we are going to go do Dragon Slayer. So I'm going to catch you guys at the end of Dragon Slayer. Alright guys, so we're back at the fair. I tried doing Dragon Slayer, got to Elvarg in about 25 minutes, but didn't have quite the gusto with a spider silk wand to kill him. So I went, got 45 wood cutting, got a split bark wand. Still wasn't enough gusto, even though I spent all my money buying lobsters and swordfish. He was hitting me like 1Ks for some reason. I'm really confused, because he's hitting more than I think he's supposed to. Not 100% sure about that though. So it looks like we're going to have to delay Legends Quest by about a day, especially since all the stuff I'm working on, it's just not going to really work out. I'll be getting 59 magic here pretty soon. Alright guys, so this might not be a quick clip because I'm just recording the entire thing, filming, as if I could count this as filming. So I was doing Infested Axis, got a Starved Ancient Effigy. I haven't even checked on what step it is. Let's just look at this real quick. Cooking, fire making. Not sure when I'm going to get that done. Potentially cooking I could get done sort of soon, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. However, I did hit 60 combat, and the important thing about 60 combat is if I get a task here, welcome, yeah, he's going to make me go through the whole spiel. Yeah. Too much life, I'll kill them all, sure thing. When do I start? Immediately, Grim Reaper, no. Cow fight queen. Okay, so this is where we just get new task, like a different assignment. Yes, get task. We don't really care about the Reaper points right now. All we care about is the experience. So there we go. That's what we wanted. And I'm also not extending them just because I want to save myself some time. So there's the Barrows task that we wanted. Okay guys, and here is one of the bigger moments on the account, especially only being day 4. This is just the start of day 4 into the account. We are about to hit, as again, HP support thing popping over my screen. I hope that doesn't happen whenever I'm bossing. Man, that'd be dangerous. We're hitting 1K total, also 59 magic, which is needed for the family crest quest. Fire blast obtained, lots of good stuff, but most importantly that 1K total. Gonna throw this out to the clan chat. Lots of D's in that smiley face. That sounded weird. I'm gonna end the clip at that. Alright guys, so I'm out here doing the fight arena. Got myself 60 magic just for this. I actually had just finished up. If you notice, a few of my levels are up. I did Grand Tree. Damn, I can't even speak. I did Grand Tree, Vampire Slayer, and Monkey Madness real quick. So lots of good stuff. Now we're doing this to get ourselves a 60 staff and the best in slot cape for a while. Because I don't see myself doing kiln anytime soon, to be honest, ever since the buff. And there we are. So I think a lot of, in general, I find like a lot of hardcores are way too scared about stuff. Like there are people like, you know, Seto who will go out and be like, I'll just kill whoever. But then there's people who just like feel they need to like protect themselves so much, and just like going out in the wilderness isn't that dangerous nowadays. Especially at like, sure, you don't want to go at peak times, you don't want to go out in front of war bands and all that stuff. But, you know, it's not that dangerous. Anyways, we got Zamorak Cloak. And if we talk to the Chamber Guard here, he will give me a Zamorakian Staff. So, there's our tier 60 magic weapon, beating out our tier 50. And we can actually do barrows pretty soon. There's a couple more things I want to do, but we're going to get to that tomorrow. Alright guys, so after much heartache, Darkness Vow Veil done. Means we have both ways in temple trekking. I want to get temple trekking done before I do Legacy of Sirigaze, because I don't want to have to deal with Vyres, and I definitely don't want to be waiting between Legacy of Sirigaze and Branch of the Darkmire before I get Blisterwood. So this is where we're at. We got 3 chapters of this XP tome, 2k each. We are not quite going to get this herb level, but I'm sure I'll be getting it pretty soon, hopefully with Hero's Quest or anything like that, you know. As we can see here, I actually have something on top that I can't actually see what's here. We got, you know, construction level, actually 2 construction levels, and a thieving level, which is needed for Fairy Tail Part 3. So I'm going to be doing some temple trekking. I actually already did 1 run just to get out of Bergdarat to get some sharks for Frummy Trials, which is actually our next quest. But I need 50 crafting for Legends Quest, but we're going to get 40 just for Frummy Trials first. So need to get some silver bars, and we'll be back after that. Oh no guys, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna ignore the food here. I'm gonna die. Oh no, this is so horrible. It's over. It's all over. I can't stop it. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna die. Oh no. Does it heal me? Yeah, it does. Okay. Almost done the quest, guys. And now that we have finally done all of them, we get Fremnik Trials done. Very, very annoying quest in my opinion. Relative, yeah. No real, apparently nothing really gained. Elemental Workshop 4 requirement. More importantly though, is something I'm about to get. You guys will see that soon. I was hoping to do this cache, but I guess I took a few minutes too long. That's too bad. I'll end up doing the next big chin though, so. You guys can see though very soon what I'm planning on getting. Alright guys, so we're just going to be getting ourselves some tier 50 power armor from the Wallowskis. I went and got myself 50 defense. I was originally going to grab Rock Shell first so I could do Dragon Slayer, but I figured the better order is actually to do these guys first, because I can just sit at this one basically infinitely. Also, I got annoyed at the rock grabs, because if you can notice, we got 6 pair of boots here, and I got the legs. Sadly, this was my second trip to the rock crabs, and my first trip consisted of, well, 2 pairs of boots, a pair of gloves, and legs. So I have 3 out of 5 pieces, but I have in total, what is that, 6, 7, plus 4, 11 pieces, and most of them are the same. Oh, sweet, yes, Cosmic Talisman, wanted that. Mostly just to fill out my talismans. I'd like a nature talisman more, but yeah, whenever we get up runecrafting, that'll be nice. Basically, I can stay here, I think, until I get the entire set by just resting. I might end up dropping these boots, because I don't need them. I already have 2, let alone needing, you know, another 6. Same with the Splinter. Maybe I'll keep it to make it and then alch it if it's worth alching. Otherwise, like in its current state, it's, you know, not worth it. Neither of the boots are 390 GP alchs, so that's what we're doing. After this, we should have the gear. I'll get a rock shell and full skeletal, do Dragon Slayer, and then I might try out barrows at that point with full skeletal. Not gonna lie, starting to feel a little bit cursed with replicas. So guys, it's about to be reset. I was actually just doing Nemi Forest. Had to do it on my phone because my stomach's giving me a little bit of an issue right now, and wasn't sure if I'd get it in if I didn't do it on my phone. So that was a new experience, using the Chrome remote desktop to do this stuff. As you guys can see, I am wearing 4 out of 5 pieces. And if we look here, 4 more gloves, 3 more boots, another skull, another body. Still need that fibula drop. We're going to keep going at it. Haven't made any more progress on this set. Very sad though with these rock shell boots, to be honest. Got a medium clue scroll we should be able to complete here before reset or just after reset or whatever. So I'll be back in a moment as long as it's not a emote clue. So I was just really stupid. Anyways, we finished the clue. It was over in Fremi. It only took me 1 step because I actually had a previous clue that I had to end early on. So we got 300 pure essence, adamant kite shield that I'll eventually alch. I don't have any nature ruins right now, and some Pulvanich teleports. But yeah, my bad. So guys, about to start up in our happy hour. I was doing a little bit of construction, just in between some stuff. Once we finish off this next happy hour, I'm going to go directly into a big chin, then a cache with maybe some more woodcutting in between. Right now, as you guys can see, our levels are pretty close to those legend requirements. Need 9 more strength levels, 9 more crafting levels, 4 more woodcutting levels, and I think that's it. Let me just double check my notepad here. Yes, that is it. Then just the quests. So we're going to head over to the happy hour, and I'll be back probably with hopefully Dragon Slayer done? Maybe. I still need to finish off my rock shell armor, or at least get most of it before we actually get going on that. Okay, my recorder just stopped working for a second there, but we got Dragon Slayer done. Hero's Quest is going to be up next. I think I can do it right now. Also, I did 1 clue scroll, didn't get much from it, really. Actually, I think I have to trade him to do a challenge, a task, yeah. But there we are. We have 45 strength now, which I want to get to 50 for legends. I think we're going to do Haunted Mine for that. And just double check Hero's Quest. Yep, we can do it. Alright guys, so I just finished Hero's Quest. I got a second candlestick, which I'm not sure if I can trade away. I'm talking. Tiga's actually streaming right now, and he just really called dibs on it. But yeah, we just use all these lamps, and then we will move on to our next quest or something. I don't know. I don't know what's next. I think I do. Okay guys, coming in actually early with a clip for once for when completing a quest. We got the family crest done, as you guys can see here. I'm going to leave them just as the basic steel gauntlets for a little while. I don't really need cooking or goldsmith gauntlets at this moment, so no point in wasting it. Alright guys, so I went on a little bit of a questing spree up to 101 quest points. Got Spirits of the Lead done. Now I still have a few more quests that I want to do. Also had to get my range up. That was fun. Yeah, so if we hum down, look at Legends quest real quick again. I feel like I did this just a few clips ago or something. We still have the crafting, strength, and woodcutting. Woodcutting is less than an hour away. Strength, I'm thinking Haunted Mine and then finish that up however I can. And then crafting, I have to go get about 1,000 bars. Ignore my chat here. I'm talking to my friend who's playing old school, and I'm just making fun of him a little bit for, you know, having to prayer flick, and I'm getting on him about not being good enough. Anyways, 7 more quest points. Haunted Mine, let me check how much that'll give me. So Haunted Mine awards a nice, solid... Where does it say in the wiki? Come on, doesn't say right here? Okay. It awards a nice little 2 quest points, so we'll need 5 more on top of this. If I go to my list of quests that I want to do, we got like Ghost Ahoy, and then a bunch of like the Goblin quest line, so we'll look at one of those 2. And yeah. Alright guys, so we've come to the end of this tunnel. I'm just gonna kill the skeleton real quick, at least get, what, 3 creatures slain apparently? Those were random slain too. So the very first time, I didn't think I would make this clip, but I am, so. And by make it, I mean I didn't think I was coming here, but I did, so. Oh, first chest, Torag's Warhammer. The funny thing is my main iron actually needs this item to complete the Torag set. because I accidentally alked it on my main iron. So this is actually really funny, especially if I accidentally alk it again. But yeah, there's our first item. Take it, and let's get this Barrows KC out to the clan chat. Alright guys, so chest number 2, and just some regular old stuff. I found that I can actually do this on cakes pretty easily. I'm going to want to bring a few swordfish because of Verax mostly. Also, you know, safety against Darok, because oh, he's the most scariest one to go up against. Alright guys, so continuing with lucky number 3, and we get more okay guys, I figured out if you want to progress to new drops, you gotta progress your creature slaying count, right? Totally works. Doesn't work. Anyways, that is the task done. 7,000 Slayer experience, 5 Reaper points, 25 Slayer, just like that. Look at all those stuff that Wheeze unlocks. Wheeze unlocks, I did just say that, I don't know why. We're gonna see if we can pick up another death task. I'm not gonna do it right now, but hopefully tomorrow. And back to our regularly scheduled stuff in terms of questing. Okay, so I just finished the cache. Thought I just had to give you guys a heads up. Finished off the diviner set. Took us 5.5 days. This is day 6, and it was the first cache of the day. So, okay, guys. So I'm finishing up 16 summoning because didn't really want to be sitting around having to collect more raw chicken in the future, so I did it just all like inventory by inventory, going collecting it. There's no really good bank close to the Champions Guild or like most places to collect chicken at, so I just did it that way. Last kill actually though of the final inventory, I get an offhand rubber chicken as one of the chickens falls from the sky. Sort of funny, but there's 16 summoning. We can now do granite crabs going forward. Have to mine some iron ore for that, but I'll share that in between that and smithing until I think 28 is when I'll stop caring about golds until level 52. Yeah, and then I'll focus on greens from 28 going forward until mid to late 40s. Alright guys, so we're coming up here to our last crafting level, and not only our last crafting level, but if we open up, I'm just going to let it finish up so it doesn't interrupt and break, even though it's not supposed to. If we open this up, yes, that's right guys, Anakra's Lament. No, let's go one below that. Legends Quest, all levels you need to complete it. So, I think you know what's coming up next. Alright guys, so as you probably predicted, I am doing Goblin Diplomacy. If you didn't predict that, obviously you're stupid, because I had 103 quest points left and I needed 5 more to do Legends Quest, so there we are. 5 more quest points. We have 108 quest points. If we go down to Legends Quest, you will see very quickly here, Legends Quest, we have all the requirements now. So I'm going to go do this right now. Actually, no, I'm going to do my dailies first because I didn't get those out of the way. Make sure I have time for all that stuff. And then we're going to go do Legends Quest. I'll catch you guys when we're done it. Also, runner-up, if you guessed Gunner's Ground for what was going to happen next, and instead of Goblin Diplomacy, you know, that was my second choice, but I wanted to do Goblin Diplomacy for the get the Goblin quest line started. So, see you guys right after this. And here we are, Radimus, guys. Let's hand this in like a beast. Finishing up the quest. I've talked to him in the guild, actually. Yeah. So we're going to do a herbal on all of them, of course. Not really overly surprising. And yeah, the quest is done. I'm going to cut forward to when this is done. And there we go, guys. 4 quest points, access to the Legend Guild, all of our experience given. Sick having that up there. Good quest. Not really. It was boring, hard, annoying. I don't know. But it's done. So our next goal on the account is going to be Lunar Diplomacy, which we're actually very close to be honest. If we, oops, misclick. If we come down here, which I'll probably do one small favor pretty soon, just in general. But But 65 magic, we're 64 currently. You guys, I'll just tell you what the skills are. I know what they are, so don't worry about that. 54 mining out of 60. 50 out of 61 crafting. We'll get that soon though, because I want to do temple trekking. 50 out of 55 woodcutting, and 32 out of 49 fire making. Fire making is probably the hardest to get up, and I have to actually sort of think about that, and I'm going to probably see if anybody will consult with me on how to do early fire making efficiently. Technically, I need to do throw in a miscellanea, make some money, and get maples going, but how do I also, then comes the question, how do I get to 45 fire making the most efficient way possible? My first thought is oaks, but we'll see where that goes. And Rune Mysteries, which is going to be a really quick quest to get done. So that's our next major goal on the account. Okay guys, so I'm just making this because I never realized all of my clips so far have been like getting cut out like a couple seconds early when I stop like recording the clips. I don't know why they're doing that either. It's so weird. Basically this just means I'm gonna have to either have some really sick editing skills, or you guys are gonna realize something in the first I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit this all in what I have into one episode. Maybe I'll have a week 1 episode, but if not, the first few episodes, because I wanna, how many clips are we up to? Quite a few. So yeah, I'll try and fix that going forward. Just stop the recorder a little bit later. And with this, I have finished the last requirement for the easy task set for Varrock, which is really helpful for wanting to mine a lot of iron ore. In fact, I want to mine a lot more than this, because I've been texting some friends and they want me get it. Like, before this challenge, I was playing a lot of Destiny, and basically I just ditched them to do this new challenge. So I don't want to, I want to get back to being able to play with them a little bit while still being pretty efficient. And part of my goals with this account is actually a pretty high smithing level. So by getting the Varrock armor and mining a ton of iron ore, stockpiling it, I'll be able to do a bunch of smithing while playing Destiny. So that's sort of the plan with this. Come on. I don't want to talk. I finished the rewards. Give them to me. So with the Varrock armor, I have a chance to mine 2 iron ore at a time. Alright guys, so we're about to hit 1200 total with this cooking level. The fare has been really good for me. Nothing really special with 66 cooking, but the important thing is the 1200 total level in just under a week of play. So this may look like a little bit of a strange clip, but it's not. So I went and grabbed a few lobsters, making sure that if the first one failed, I'd be fine. But as you guys will see down here in the text, and if you guys can't quite read that, then right here it will pop up. It's glitched. Okay, but we finished the medium lumber diary task, so I'm gonna go grab my rewards. Alright guys, so what this means for us is more, I was gonna say more farm runs there. What it means for us is farm runs. So if you've noticed, I've been at 26 farming for quite a while. Well, not 26. I've been hovering around 18, of course, 18 through 26 since doing Fairy Tale. In fact, I was a little bit past that because of doing Nemi before Fairy Tale. And I've been continuously doing Nemi, and that's where my farming levels have come from. We really need to start getting this up. For one, we need 63 farming to do Branches of Darkmire, and we need 65 farming to do While Gothic Sleeps. I think there might be other quests that require even higher, but this really incentivized me actually doing it because I can just cabbage port. And with cabbage port, boom, there's my allotment right there. So we're gonna start doing allotments now. I need to get an ectophile as well, but I can wait on that for a little bit longer just because Ghost Ahoy's a little bit of an annoying quest. But I will get around to it to make it a little bit faster than the Canifis Lodestone. So, and nope, 65 is actually the highest farming level we'll need. So that's what we're at. Okay guys, so I just finished up all my dailies with about 3 minutes left before reset. Just want to show you guys where I'm going to be getting all my seeds from. So as you can see, sweet corn and strawberry seeds are here. I'm going to plant sweet corns until I can do strawberries, but I'll buy the strawberries in the meantime. Basically, you just head over here every so often and pick them up. Before I actually get started though, I need to get some super compost going. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. There's two methods, and both of them are pretty good. First is pretty simple. You just come over to the lodestone and you pick 15 pineapples. There's a plant here, and there's one right there. Each of them have 5. And then what you do is you teleport to the nearest compost that you can. For me right now, it's going to be the cabbage port. I'm going to use the second one to show you guys the alternative method, which is also pretty good if you don't want to collect it yourself. And you just drop it off here. Now I'll be right back with the second method. And the second method is to come over here in Catherby to Aaron, or I think you call him just Aaron, and you buy pineapples from him. He'll sell you 40 a day for 2 coins each, really cheap. And then you can simply, while you're in Catherby, may as well just head up north to the compost up here. As you guys can see, I did a few, and I actually just brought 10 pineapples out and picked up 5 for the alternative method, because primarily I want to use this. It's less time consuming technically. And yeah, you just come up here and use them on the compost bin. So that's how we're going to be getting super compost for a while. Alright guys, so I actually just relogged and got a fire making willow logs daily. Not exactly a thing I would normally do, but as we actually need 49 fire making for lunar diplomacy, it actually makes sense to do for once. I think I can bonfire them for a fire making challenge, right? Challenges, add them to a bonfire. Yeah, so we're going to be getting 10 inventories of willow logs here in Draenor, and actually do this challenge, surprisingly, to be honest. Alright, and we are done the week. I actually thought I had today, and then realized, wait, no, yesterday was a holiday, Monday. It's been a week. So, we'll see you guys next episode, where we get lunar diplomacy done. As you guys can see, I'm mining iron ore for both smithing experience later on, but more importantly, that 60 mining rec.